Zimbabwe's governing party, Zanu-PF, has suffered a heavy defeat to a newly formed opposition party, Citizens Coalition for Change, in a by-election which was held over the weekend. Nelson Chamisa's party cruising to victory in 19 parliamentary constituencies of the 28 contested. This could be a preview of what we can expect in next year's presidential election poll. Might that be the question to ask? Well, joining me for this is political analyst Dr. Alexander Rusero. Dr. Rusero, thank you very much for your time. Are you reading this as others are interpreting it, that this is a precursor to the presidential polls which will be held next year?
Yeah, my answer will be yes and no, and good morning. More importantly, if you look at the issue of preparedness of the electoral body, ZEC, the preparedness of the electorate, the voter turnout, I don't think it would be honest to use this as a credible litmus test for 2023. Because, you know, the general election usually comes with a lot of mojo as compared to the by-elections. These by-elections were actually marred by undesirable voter apathy, but that has never been seen for a long time. Yeah.
What about violence, Dr. Rusero? That usually also accompanies Zimbabwe's presidential, well, should I say, general elections.
Yes, in Zimbabwe, unfortunately, elections are a site of struggle. They are more than just a contest for power. And this violence, it's not always the case that it is the state against the opposition. At times, it's also the opposition against the protagonists of other factions, protagonists of the ruling party. So that's where we are. Our political culture in Zimbabwe, it's one which is very, very marked by issues of intolerance, issues where the state or the ruling party still perceives opposition as enemies in the liberation struggle connotations. So the 2022 by-elections, they have a lot of takeaways to reflect for 2023. The most disturbing takeaway is that 2023 is not going to be a defining election as has been anticipated by a lot of people, unless if certain interventions are done, in as much as reforms, in as much as political culture, and in as much as even mobilization for the people to vote is concerned. Because the most decision-making vote in form of the urban vote, the youth vote, they didn't turn out to vote, contrary to the levels of turnout in terms of attending rallies. So it's a disturbing trend.
All right.
The history is actually on the verge of repeating itself in 2023.
Oh, well, those might be worrying signs for others. Let's leave it there. Dr. Alexander Rusero, political analyst there.